What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're here at Jacksonville, 103rd Street, the historic Jacksonville track. We are back. Let's try it out. We got our seat remounted, actually mounted by a person that knows what the hell they're doing. Barry, thank you for helping me out yesterday. I came down here a day early to get my cart situated. Then gonna give it my best, my all to run up front. There's Barry riding around in his little scooter. I don't know, I'll probably have like 1,000 excuses of why I sucked later on, but right now I don't have any, so I'll make some up. I'll come up with some. I won't disappoint you guys. All right, thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Catch you guys on track. Should be a good one. I'm here to have a blast. 32 in masters, 17 in heavy, 200 bucks up in heavy. We gotta use the bumper. We gotta use the bumper. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that. Take you a lap around Jacksonville, 103rd Street. Super easy track, but really hard to get to. Here, the right-hander, you want to get as far right as you can to get into this mini bowl to spring off the corner, and then you're flat out, do the double right. Setup here is everything, and the draft is everything. Without the draft, it's like a second difference, for me at least. The fast guys, probably not really, but for myself, the draft is huge. Then you go down one of the longest straightaways ever, or the longest straightaway, into this awesome, cool bank turn. You have to have big balls here to hold it wide open, and then you get off the gas, turn to turn two, and that's it. Easy layout, but hard to get down for sure. All right. Practices are in the book for me. One practice for Matt. Matt's only running heavy. I'm running heavy in masters. I sucked the first time out real bad. I went the second time, I sucked again. I don't have any excuses, but I'll make some up as the day goes on. All we did was mount, I put on these rims with my tires compared to Miguel's, and the cart felt better with these rims and tires, but I want it to feel like this with those. So I'm gonna swap these tires over to those rims when I have a chance, and go from there. So we're making headway. I'm gonna add some caster into the cart, which I never do, but I think I want it because I want more front bite, because it's just not hiking the rear hard enough for playing the outside tire. It's just gripping, sliding, gripping, sliding. So changes are working. We're making shit happen, and I gotta add fuel. On to qualifying for heavy. I learned some things, changed the rims out, and then I was just trying to get partly to the areas I needed to, where Barry told me to go to. It was still difficult to do it. I was not able to get the right-hander cart to go. And then myself, later on, I explained something, but I thought the cart was not hiking enough and slamming the ground to pavement hard enough, which was not the case. The cart was over hiking, slamming it too hard into the pavement, and then slamming back down. So I was losing a lot of time. Qualifying session wasn't bad. I went faster, but it still was not good enough. P15 was real bad. On to master qualifying. The lap was better. I was tracking a lot better. I was getting to the area where I needed to get to better. I just got caught up in lap traffic, which killed my run, but this was going to be definitely a better lap for sure. Maybe by 2 or 3 tenths. I thought I was going to get into a low 42s, but that right there cost me a big run. That was my mistake. I probably should have given more room. How the qualifying session went, it went well. Just did not like the format, the layout. Nobody I talked to liked the layout, so hopefully it changes, so we don't get out of there so late. But P18 for masters, that's not bad. Overall, a good run. Expecting a really good race. Heavy pre-file coming up, and Corey brought us real slow, which kind of screwed up Matt. Matt's clutch was on fire. Yeah, that thing was smoking pretty bad. Definitely did not work out to the best of his advantage for sure. It was a little wild mayhem. The Lloyd did a really good job hanging back and then getting a good run, but then he gets moved up the track here. And then right here, this is just killing momentum. So I saw Matt's still smoking. That aside, I had a really good run. And when I saw that, I was more worried about Matt's clutch not holding up. So I decided to go with the Lloyd and go on through. Really, the race was not super eventful. Moved up a couple positions and started working with Austin. I could not look at right here. Bam! Look how he takes that turn, 1,000 times better than me. Holy crap! I did not get that down until towards the end of the day. But right there, I was getting killed, and the bull I was getting killed. Right here, I'm going to try to chase down Austin. We were going to have a really good battle. I was slowly reeling him in. My car was just working a little bit better, and then he decided to go dirt karting. I don't know why. It's a hard turn to take. That turn two is if you nail it, you do good. If you don't nail it, that's what happens. So then we worked the whole race, and we had a nice little battle coming up to the finish line. Stayed on the inside, and there was like a little drag race to the line, which he beat me. It was a really good run for sure in the end. I had a blast. Overall, P12, not too bad. Couldn't be mad, except for Matt was on fire. Like, he was hot. Oh, guys. A lot of wrenching, a lot of working. Getting the car quicker and quicker each session. We picked up a second. Leaders picked up that little bit more. So, the draft makes a big difference. Dad observed that I'm going down the straightaway and catching him at the very end because I got a lot of top speed. And I noticed behind one of the Lloyds, yeah, my top speed was much more than his, but he was just eating me through the corners. I mean, he was driving better too, so I can't get down to the area I want to get down to. So I made a couple more changes, different hub, not really, different rims. Just, you know what? It's just Jacksonville frustrates me. Such an easy layout, but you gotta know what the hell you're doing to be fast. And I don't know that. Hopefully I get a little bit quicker. I am gonna keep coming back and practicing more, that's for sure. I'm gonna stop getting my butt whooped. Bad. So I would think the Masters would be a lot calmer. And there you see Barry on the side. He got wrecked before we even got the green flag, which was super nice of him because that means I gained a position already on track. Sucks for Barry. He got into an accident during the warm-up. This was hectic. This was wild, man. I would think the Masters guys would take it easier, but heck no, man. They were wild. They were make a dive on the inside, get a good run through the corner, and I'm just holding on the outside, trying to get a good run. And then I'm trying to follow the 153 through. And right here, when I start going down on the bottom, I get moved up to the top. And then I'm going to push the 9 through all the way. And I'm just going to stick to his bumper and just push him as hard as I can. He was looking over, like, seeing if we're going to get in. I was like, nope, we're going forward. Going to his big turn 1, I back out of him. He locks up a little bit. He makes the corner and then just runs right off. Gave me the position, which was super nice. And then again, I had Austin in front of me. I was hoping he was going to dirt kart it again. So I was like, right here I might get some positions. But we did some changes, and definitely it helped me get to the right side of the track like I needed to, because before that I was not doing well. Austin's right there in front of me, and my goal was just try to get to his back bumper and work with him for a while. We worked really well in the heavy race, so I was just trying to do the same thing again and work well with him. I just got a massive run coming into it. I ended up catching back up to the 153, which was great. And I'm like, oh man, I got to draft again because that's big. But then I just went in on the inside, took the position, and now I was back to Austin's bumper, which was the whole goal. Was basically just get on his bumper and then work together and try to go forward. Like I said earlier, the draft's like a second, so I needed to work with somebody, and I worked well with him in the heavy race, and we worked well together, so why not work well this time as well. The 13 just man, he was geared for the infield for sure, because he was real fast on the infield, but top speed was not his forte. And then right here, we are trying to chase down the guys in front of us, and you'll see that we're almost there, but we just don't have enough. We're halfway mark, and I decided maybe I'll try to get in front of Austin, and there's Ron. But no, Austin was fighting real hard, man. He was doing a really good job. And right there, there's Ron telling us, bump me, let's go. And Austin and I were like, no, let's go us. But, me getting through the bowl was not, I just couldn't get through the bowl that well. We tweaked on it some more, and Barry did some little voodoo magic. There you go, Austin. Got a good run, got a little bit more top end than the rest of us, and we were able to clear Ron. And then right in front of us, we're seeing if we can gain a couple more position, because we see Scott ahead. But I think it was a little bit quicker, and I wanted to be in front so we can work better together. But he wasn't having it, and it was my fault. I should have stayed behind him more and push harder, because we would have definitely caught the two in front. And there he went again. He went dirt karting. Man, he really wants to try dirt kart out. I had a really good run this time. He points me by. He was doing really, really well. It's just he would just make a slight error in that turn 2 and send him wide and just ruin his race. But other than that, man, he was doing a great job. It was just that turn 2 sometimes would bit him in the butt. Here we got another free position. Someone went off track. Overall, it was a really good run. Coming up to a line here, I know there's a big pack behind me, so I was going to fight as much as I could. Ron sends it in, gets by me, and then here it's going to be a drag race. If I was Ron, I would have waited a little bit longer and just drove by me on the fast section, like right here. I'm just going to draft up behind him, and I'm going to pull out and then get a little bump from behind and get by him here. It was a really good run. I'll just wait a little bit longer, Ron, so you can got me. But I had a really good run down to this last corner, and then I get bumped from behind. I'm able to control it and hold on for P11 and Masters. Really good run. I had a blast. On to the next race, which is Heavy Finals. That's a wild one. So on to the Heavy Finals. This was actually a pretty good race. Sorry, but the middle of the race footage was corrupt. But the start was great. The finish was great. Getaway really well. Austin gets a really good start. I was able to figure out the mini bowl finally towards this run and next run. And right there, you could gain a lot of positions. And made up a whole lot of spot. There's James on the outside. Super nice guy. Threw the chain for me to get an extra position. This race was wild, to be honest, guys. People were falling out left and right up front, which is what most of the passing happened. Because here, I run to the back of Austin going to turn 1. We're all getting packed up or stacked up. And really, the only passing on track I did was basically Austin and I switched positions, and we got around Kevin later on in the race. But that was about it on passing. And then we were trying to run down dang Pinkston. But Pinkston was so fast by himself, it really didn't matter. We couldn't chase him down. The group I was with couldn't run him down, which is crazy because the draft is so much, but he's been racing here so much lately that he was able to get it. So here the footage just goes blank. There's 2 laps to go. You can see Dan in front of us. We did eke towards him, but we were just running out of time. It looked like I was able to get him on the tighter section coming up, but from here on out, his cart would just roll through much better through the bowl, which in terms, he's able to carry a lot more top-end speed. But don't worry, we were giving it all we had. I had Austin pushing me, the 522 pushing me, and then I think Matt was in that group pushing me as well. So all of us were pushing as hard as we could to get up to the front, but it just wasn't enough. Man, that would have been cool to finish top 5, but in the end, I had a blast. I learned a lot. This race here led up to the big race coming up next in the Masters class. Right here, this is where it all made up. Thanks to Barry letting me know how to set up for this corner. It made a huge difference getting onto a double right and then to the bowl. The bowl, we were still having a little bit issues. You can see Mo there. He got dumped by Corey, but Corey said it. Yeah, man, I got dumped. I dumped him, so Gotta respect them, man. I go here to a block. I can feel them riding me pretty hard. Coming up to the last corner after turn one, I get a really good bump from behind, but was able to control it. There you go. There's that bump, and I was able to control it. Finished P6, happy, good run. Overall, good day. All right, guys. I'm definitely going to be back out here practicing. Thanks to Jacksonville. They've done an amazing event on the NFKC. We got over 100 entries. Thanks to you guys. You know, thanks to everybody coming up and talking. This isn't the end, but like the end part, you know, keep watching. I still got one more race. Kart's getting faster, I'm getting quicker. Keep moving up through the field, having a blast. Tomorrow, you know, we gotta save the equipment for tomorrow, so that could be my excuse. My excuse is I got my ass dragged by some really fast cats, and there's no shame in that. So it just makes me want to push harder to become faster. We're gonna go out here in the Masters, start P12, I think, and we're gonna send it. If I'm top 10, I'll be ecstatic. So if you see that orange helmet coming through the field, you might want to move out of the way. This green kart's going forward. All right, the Masters class. This is where the fireworks go down. All right, you think the Masters class is relaxed, cool? These old guys don't give a crap. Here we are, all out, going to a mini bowl, and all I see up ahead is Kevin being turned around. And next thing you know, it's just a big pile up. Poor Ron smacks my front bumper square, bends the spindle, bends the tie rod. He was out. That sucks because, man, I was going to have a really good run with him. That was going to be a really good race. They red flagged the race to get us reset and restarted, which is great. I told Kalen, which was a pole sitter, just take us down a lot quicker, which spread us out. That's exactly what we did. We got spread out pretty good, got going right away. And then from here on, you know, just trying to do the best we can. See Rich there, send it in on Scott, get a little bit sideways, move them out of the way. And then from here on out, Scott was really quick too, man. He was moving up forward. So my goal was just to try to get his head up as far as I can. I was trying to see if I can run with Austin because Austin was running with me all weekend in the heavy and master class. So if I can use him a draft, that would have been great. Here I geared for a lot more top end speed, as you can see there. And Scott, I think, had like an extra tooth on us than the rest. So I was trying to get him pushed by Rich, but it just didn't work. So I went around, and then right here, he didn't see me. We rubbed into each other, so it slowed my momentum forward down. And then from here, I was just trying to get around Scott because he just didn't have the top end speed. If he would just had like one tooth less, it would have done really well. Because you can see he's getting through the bowl quicker, better. But then you're gonna see me run him down, and the top end difference was the big difference here for the draft. And it was an overall excellent race, but you're going to see here, I just suck right in. Going to turn one, kart was just hooked up. Turn two, it felt great. I could get into this section really well, and then I got the mini bowl. Really, the sweeper is really the only difficult part for my kart to get worked on now in Jax. I set in on Scott, got around him cleanly, and then on to try to get around Rich or work with Rich. It was just seeing how close I could get to his back bumper, but his kart was really, really loose into turn one and turn two, so it was really hard. Actually, his kart was loose everywhere. I got a big run. Didn't want to stay behind him too long. Got around, and then was going to try to move forward as much as I could, working with the guys. Then both Rich teamed up and dragged around me. So having a good run. You're going to see how loose these guys get in front of me. So you're going to see I want to push, but I didn't feel comfortable pushing them around. Right here going to the mini-most right-hander, he gets really sideways and loose. Like right there, I didn't want to get close or push him, so I just wanted to get back around him. Going through the mini-bowl, the big long sweeper, he was going to go around Rich, so I went with him to push him. And then Rich falls behind me. There's two Richards here, so it's kind of hard. The 29 and the one, the TB, I raced both of them a lot. Great competitors, great racers. The other one is the one that dirt races. He's an excellent competitor. It was just a hard run. Right here, I know he was not going to make it. He used me. I stayed up as low as I could on the bottom, and then I thought I know I didn't give him any room at all, but looking at the video, there's maybe a hair room. Probably not. He wasn't gonna make the corner, so I got in on the inside. That left-hander, I ate the curb as much as I could to stay off of him. But after that, it was door-to-door racing, good hard racing. Definitely, it was. I pushed the limit there because I know it was him. Anybody else, I probably would have backed off. But knowing him, he could take it. When he came into that corner, I know he was not going to make the corner. But 8 tires are better than 4. Good on him. Then here, I just start sniffing the draft on Richard, and I was coming hard. Now, in turn 1, I was taking a lot quicker. My cart was hooked up. Going through the bowl was good. Right here, I'm going to catch the draft, and I'm going to start creeping up on him. I didn't know if I was going to be able to catch him by the end of the turn. We're here at the last lap, and this is where stuff gets hairy. You're going to see me get to the back of him. I'm going to move him out of the way. It was just right there. Like right when I turned, I was getting on him and just hit him out of the way. Sorry about that. Did not expect to hit you that hard, to be honest. P10. I was happy with where I was going to finish.
All right, guys. It's scary. You're going to see Scott in my video.
Yeah.
He was actually in front of me and qualifying in front of me. I had a blast. Look at all the competitors here coming over, talking shit, how they waxed my ass.
Hey, man,
But the problem is they never saw me because I was so far behind, so it doesn't count. Definitely had a blast. The program here is just going through the roof. Different configurations, ran well. The only complaint I have, my complaint is 6 at a time qualifying. Just send half and half the field. If the field's too big, send half of them out. It takes too long. The 6, did you like the 6?
No, absolutely not.
No, just let it push. Who gives a crap?
I was trying to line up myself in the middle of the pack for a good draft, and then they sent me out first. I was like,
It's just, to be honest, just knock that out. Other than that, loved it. Great. Had a blast. Going to come back for sure. Thanks, Barry, for everything. Thanks, Pop, for showing up. Giving me some boiled peanuts.
and that white rhino.
Stuart, you'll get a review on my podcast. White Rhino. It's all right. It was fast. Dude, it's just the customer service you give. Plus, I like you, man. You ain't a bad dude. All right, guys, got you guys on track. All the Coyotes guys. This is our first victory against Jorge. Jorge's awesome. He's so fast. It's not even fair. We have to come to Jacksonville that we have like 5,000 laps and finally beat him.
Hey, Sean, roast him real quick.
All the shit talking. Oh my God. Hey, Sean won the heavy race. He always wins, so it's not exciting.
It was a good time. I waxed that ass today.
He never saw me. Doesn't count. Chris came over and said the same shit. Doesn't count. I beat James. I beat James in heavy.
What?
Ha!
Oh, hell.
Sucker.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah. I beat him in heavy, guys.
You're the one that took my engine loose, weren't you?
All right, guys. I'll catch you guys on track later.
Kart Store USA is a kart parts supplier that racers and retailers can count on when they need reliable advice and service. We focus on servicing all racers with honesty and pride while maintaining customer satisfaction. We carry a full stock of Kart Republic and Tony Kart chassis, as well as IAMI and Vortex Rock engines. We've also got a host of other parts available and in stock, such as products from Rev Performance Materials, Jecco Racing Seats, and more. We have a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and on top of that, if your order exceeds $200, shipping is on us. Check out all we have to offer today by visiting us online at kartstore-usa.com.